Cheers.
Cheers.
Hello and welcome to Tea with the Chamber. My name is Rebecca Herrera.
I'm Janine McKenna and very excited to have Lisa Brumbaugh, the Executive Director of the Small Business Development Center, based right here in Emporia at Emporia State University. So welcome, Lisa.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
We're very excited to have you here. You offer so many wonderful programs for not only the Emporia area, but really a large region around us. Why don't you tell us just a little bit about the Small Business Development Center and what you do?
Okay, well, you mentioned our region, so we cover an 11 county region. It goes clear to the Oklahoma border, so it's fairly large, but our services mainly are for both startup small businesses and existing businesses. So we try to be there basically for the whole life cycle of a business. So we'll help entrepreneurs who have an idea and want to start something or think they do or want to investigate it. And then we go all the way through. If it's an existing business that has an issue or something they want to do that we can help with, we're here for that. And also, when owners are ready to exit their business or transition out, we help with that process as well.
Yeah, you do a wonderful job, like you said, with startups, entrepreneurs, and helping them, gather the data and what they need in order to help assist them in building their business plan and looking at maybe different directions they could take the business. But I've really watched you help businesses grow and thrive as, they mature in age as well. But then you mentioned at the end, and I don't think people know this well enough, but you have a wonderful program, or the Small Business Development Center has a wonderful program on helping businesses maximize their profits in that, so that when they are ready to retire or to take a look at succession, their business is healthy and strong, that it makes it a good opportunity for somebody coming in. Is that correct?
Yes, we call it exit planning, but it's really helping businesses build a stronger, better business while they own it. So, it's not only for them, that's an advantage, because if you build a business like you're going to sell it, you're never going to go wrong.
Right.
And so they've built a stronger business, built-in processes and things that would take risk out of it for a buyer. So those very things that they do to take risk out of it for a buyer make it a better business for them to own and run.
So how long have you been doing this, Lisa?
35 years.
35 years. So in your 35 years, tell me about your favorite business that you helped from start to finish, because you said that you've helped them from the beginning all the way to the end. So
well, we do. And it is funny, because when you've done something for that long, you do actually see ones that you've helped that are ready to maybe sell or are thinking about it, or maybe have already done it. So everything we do is confidential unless we have the permission of the client. So there's one that has been a success story and isn't really a secret. So I'll mention Sweet Granada.
Oh yeah.
I worked with Kim and Tony Bowling, Kim Rediker and Tony Bowling, and when they started the business, they were in the planning stages, and worked with them through that process. And then I've had the pleasure just to get to go along with them and with Kim now as they've grown the business over the years. And Kim's a great planner.
Yeah,
she is. But I've also heard her be a great advocate for the services that you've offered and how they've helped her and her mother Tony over the years as they've grown and developed that business.
Yeah, they've been great clients. And
yeah,
a lot of fun to work with and to watch, because they're smart and they work hard, like a lot of business owners that we deal with. But they are really a great example of what you want to see in an entrepreneur and a small business in your community. They're very community minded as well. So it's been a lot of fun to
Good.
work for that business.
So tell us, if you were talking about people and they know the basics about the Small Business Development Center, what is maybe one unknown fact that is an important one for somebody to know? And sorry, I didn't prep you on this one. Threw it out there. Just, sometimes there's like, this is such a really great tool, but so many people don't realize we offer it or have it.
Okay, well, one simple one, common one is business planning. So obviously that's a process we try to get everyone that's starting a business to go through.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you work with someone who's already been in business that really needs to have a business plan to go forward successfully. So a few years ago, we started subscribing to LivePlan, which is a cloud-based business plan platform. And so we subscribe to it, and our clients can use it for free. And then once we set them up to do a business plan in LivePlan, we can help them remotely. I mean, they can tell us, hey, I've worked on this, I need some help, and we can just go into the platform and make comments, do edits, make suggestions to help them, because it's daunting. I mean, no matter how easy you try to make business planning, it can be kind of overwhelming.
Yes.
But this is the easiest solution we have to this point. So it's worked well, and I think we've had more success in people finishing their plan than you do. People look at a business plan outline sometimes on paper and they see a lot of questions they don't know answers to, and it's scary.
Yeah.
So, but also, I would point out that it's really important to know what you don't know. So when you run into things in LivePlan as well, it's the same process, just a little differently arranged, but there will be a lot of things that they don't know. So that's where we're there to help and spur it along. So
Nice. So how is SBDC funded?
okay, our funding comes from 3 sources here in Emporia. So when I say here in Emporia, we have 8 regional centers across the state of Kansas. So we all have SBA funding on the federal level. And that was our first funding source that started the program back here in Kansas in 1983. So the second funding source we have, and a very important one, is the Kansas Department of Commerce. They've been funding us for, a long time. Just a few years into the program, I think, they started kicking in help and financial support for that. And then the third source for us here is Emporia State University. So we have to have matching funds to get the federal funding. So they've had that commitment. Emporia State University School of Business has provided that match since the beginning. So they've got a long-term commitment to it. And that funding is what helps us do our service for free.
Yeah.
So that way it can be free to everyone and hopefully valuable.
Nice. That's awesome.
So Rebecca, you guys have started a partnership. Why don't you guys both talk a little bit about an upcoming program that we have here at the Emporia Area Chamber that I'm really excited about?
Yes. So Lisa and I have been working on an academy, and it's going to be in Espanol. It's called Mi Negocio Academy. It's going to be a 5-course class, all in Spanish, where we're going to talk about the fundamentals of starting a business, or if you're already in business, how to stay open. Yeah, and Lisa has been a wonderful mentor, and we've been working for hours and hours getting everything ready. So we're really, really excited to bring this to the community, and we haven't opened it up to the public yet. I only have 6 slots left, so
Great.
so it's going really good. But yeah, we're excited. We're excited. Lisa, you want to talk a little bit about that and,
Yeah, I
and
think
the
it's-
classes that we're going to be talking about?
I can't remember our schedule exactly, but it may come to me as I'm speaking about it. But I think it's really important because we have a lot of Spanish-speaking people here in our population, and a lot of them don't know who to reach out to. Obviously, I don't speak Spanish, so it's, if they come and see me, they have to have, or we have to have somebody that can interpret if they need it. So I think it's going to be great, just so that they know who the resources are and that they're all here for them, and to be able to learn in Spanish rather than trying to go to something that's in English and figure out.
And translate
And
it, yeah.
that's really hard. I mean, I've had experience to some extent in working with Spanish-speaking clients, and they work really hard. They try, and they're just like our English-speaking ones. They work hard and they're smart, but there's a language barrier. So, in one instance, I was helping a Spanish-speaking client on a startup, and can you imagine how hard it is to go through financial projections and explain what we're doing? And
It's
so that they
already
understand.
confusing if it's in your own language.
Exactly.
So yes, when you're trying to understand something that's complicated anyway, and then in a language that's not native to you.
Exactly.
Yeah, very different.
Yeah, and her daughter translated, and she didn't have a background in what we were doing either. And when we were finished in a couple of hours, I said, "I bet you're exhausted." And she said, "Yeah, it was. It's kind of hard." And I said, "I'm exhausted."
Yeah.
Just not because it was so hard on me, but just trying to imagine.
Yeah.
how
So
it was.
the classes that we're going to be having are going to be about cash management, about different types of
Legal entities.
legal entities. We're going to be working with different business leaders here in town. We're going to be reaching out to a lot of them because we would like to open it up to everyone, and let Emporia know that the Latino community wants to merge, wants to be a part of Emporia, wants to collaborate. We're just looking for an opportunity, and I feel like this is a really, really good way to blend the community in a really organic way.
Yeah.
And with having different business owners here like wanting to help and wanting to collaborate, it's going to be very beneficial not only for the Latino community but for Emporia as
all
a
of our
whole.
businesses,
Yes.
because we have many businesses that do have employees or different components, that there is that bilingual component there, and so this is a great way for them to say, "Hey, we're here, we want to help," and also for the Latino community to find that help.
Yeah. So Lisa's actually bilingual. She's just not saying it, but she has a little kettle, and so she
I don't know how to use it.
it's a little thing that you put in your ear, and it translates as you speak. So she's gonna know what's going on in the class, and she's gonna stop and be like, "No, Rebecca, that's not what it is. This is what it is." And so I'm excited to work with Lisa and to really get the class going. So
Yes, I'm excited about it. I'm just going to be there. I'll be there to support and help, but you have the language ability, so it'll be
so
fun.
we're excited.
I think it'll be fun.
Yeah, we're excited about it.
So there is a kickoff sort of opening overview coming up pretty quickly.
Yes, so the opening retreat is going to be in December 14th, and then from there we're going to give the schedule when it's going to be. It's going to be once a month, the second Wednesday of every month from 2 to 4:30. And so yeah, we have it's limited amounts because we want to give we want to give them the attention that they need, and we want to make sure that we're helping them, and it's not just, you know, a super fast,
Right.
you know, facilitated class, but it's, you know, it's an academy where they're going to learn and they're going to ask questions, and we're going to break everything down, and to where, you know, they're going to have homework and they're going to have to come back and, you know, ask the hard questions. And, you know, it's a 5-course. However, we're going to work with them the whole entire year. We're going to continue to mentor them until December, and pretty much make sure that they are being taken care of.
Good.
So, yeah.
Well, I'm excited about that.
Yes.
Lisa, any final words, anything you would like people to know, where they can find you, maybe hours or?
Sure, that's an important detail. We're located on the Emporia State University campus in the School of Business, which is Kramer Hall, and we're in room 206. When people come to visit, it's usually by appointment, which is the easiest way, because we have very accessible parking, but they have to have a visitor's permit, which we have. So when I know they're coming, they just call me and I take a visitor's permit out to their vehicle. and so they can park close to our office. But our hours are the same as Emporia State University, so basically 8 to 5, other than when the university is closed for a holiday or something. And you know, all of our services are free, as we kind of talked about, because of the funding we have. So we have other resources in addition to the business plan software that we talked about, that we use for benchmarking, and maybe an existing business might have a question is how do I compare with others in my industry financially, and we can help them with some of that. We have some of that information. So good resources, and always happy to share them with our partners and our clients.
And any business leaders or owners that would like to collaborate and be a part of Mi Negocio Academy, please reach out to me, R. Herrera at emporiakSchamber.org, or call me 620-342-1600. So we can I don't call myself. So we can you know, so we can get you on the list and see how we can work together. Yes.
Do you have a sweet tip for us?
I do have a sweet tip. Are you ready for our sweet tip? All right.
Hello, and welcome to today's sweet tip of the day. We're going to be talking about how to find the Kansas Small Business Development Center on the ESU website. They have a lot of cool things here on this website where you can pretty much see what they have to offer. They can help you with, you know, business plan assistance, financial projection, cash flow, marketing, human resources, sources for capital and financing, inventory control procedures, and many more things. You can also go to their main Kansas SBDC.net training. And this is one of the pages that I think is super neat, because what it does, it shows you a lot of the events that they have in person or virtual, of things that can help your business. And here are some of the ones that are coming up. So take a look, and I hope that this helps you. This is Rebecca with today's sweet tip of the day.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you.
guys.
See you
Thanks.
next
Have
time.
a great day.